So guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mank again, and as you are looking, this is the book number 5 that I'll be reviewing today. Now this book is named as Rebooting India, Realizing a Billion Aspirations, written by Nandan, Nilekani and Shah. So the book talks about a non-fiction thing. Yeah, we'll just be moving to the contents that are there. Now, praise for the book. Then Penguin Random House India, that is the Penguin publication. Now, this is the main page that just tells you that what this book contains, all the parts. Now, Nandan Nilekani and Viral Shah have just made the number of things that can be done in the number of sectors that India has, so that India becomes a very developed economy, or it rises above the billion aspirations that are there of 135 crore people that are there in this country. So how to make them realize their full potential? How does India gets to its full potential? That is huge. This book completely says about that. Now the chapters have been written over here, Rebooting India. So introduction, that gives the basic idea of what is needed. Then the first chapter that you are having is Aadhaar, behind the scenes. This clearly says that Aadhaar, that is your unique identification number, which every person holds in India, will help in making every scheme and every type of financial payments and other social sector schemes will become flawless. There will be no leakage in that, and everything will be synchronized if we bring Aadhaar into scene. Now, this book has been written a few years back. It's not a very recent book, so Aadhaar is almost given to everyone in India now. And everyone is having Aadhaar right now, except for some few things. So a very little percentage is there that is not holding it. Now, next chapter that you have is Aadhaar. Now, in Aadhaar, this is chapter number 1. Aadhaar from 0 to a billion in 5 years. Now, this talks about how Aadhaar has grown from being 0 in the last 5 years to a billion. That is 100 crore people have received Aadhaar till date. Then chapter number 3, banking on government payment. This talks about linking every government payment that you are having in LPG subsidy, then your fertilizer subsidy, or every other payment that you have is linked to the banking on the is linked to the banks and the Aadhaars. If you are having an Aadhaar, your money will not go back. You pay it here, and direct benefit transfer, that is DBT, is also being discussed here. Then chapter number 4 talks about mending our social safety nets, number of schemes, like recently there is Ayushman Bharat. Now in that also it says that Aadhaar is going to help a lot. It is going to make things reach the money to the needed, the person who needs. That's the problem the Indian social scheme faces, that money is spent, money comes from the above level, but it vanishes or disappears in the middle levels and does not reach the last levels except a few. Now after that, chapter number 5, going completely paperless with eKYC. This is also talking about eKYC, is know your customer. You all know what it is. So when you are opening up a bank account, or right now also if you are having a bank account, you need to fill in the KYC form. So this talks about giving that. Then chapter number 6 is integrating our economy with the GST. Now, as you can see, this is a little old book. GST has been implemented for around, if I say in July, it will complete out 2 years. So yes, it talks about the various benefits that good and services tax will give, because it will incorporate all the taxes that are there, indirect taxes, and it will make it into a one tax here. But it does not says that there are a number of tax slabs that are there right now. There are a number of issues that have been there. The government is saying that we cannot bring in a car and a wheat product in the same category of slab, in the same category of tax slab. So there are a number of levels, but this book has said that you need to have a GST. Now after that, frictionless highways for economic growth. This book clearly says that highways, 4-lane highways, 6-way highways, 2-lane highways into the state districts, that are their district headquarters of each and every district in the state. And when you keep on linking it through roads, the development happens, the economy grows, and it says about that. Now, chapter number 8, streamlining government spending. Now, this talks about how the government spending, which goes into number of sectors like interest, that is into the payments, bank payments. Then there are subsidies. There are a number of things. So it just talks about how you need to streamline. That is, you need to bring in a transparency into it so that the money is not lost in various activities, various illegal activities. And after that, we move to chapter number 9. Now, strengthening democracy with technology. This talks about the technology can bring a very major change in the democracy that is there. Now, this talks about how you strengthen the democracy is providing the technical support to the lower level so that every person has a voice. He can dissent, he can participate, he can vote, and he can also revolt. Revolting in a very legal manner, he can do anything. When he's having technology, he will have the information. When he'll have the information, he will be having the choices. He will make the right choices and give the right decisions. And after that chapter, a new era in the politics, the party as a platform. Now this talks about something about the political parts. And yes, now chapter number is role of government in an innovative economy. Innovation is a thing that is needed in India. Whenever there is an innovation happening, the GDP, or if that innovation works, then economy grows at a good pace. So this also talks about the innovation part. Yes, innovation is a necessary part. I came to know about innovation from this book itself. Then chapter towards a healthy India, this talks about the main problem the poor faces is because of the health issues that are there. If a person is having a very low income, if he has just moved from a poverty line to just above level, if one person's becomes sick for a long time, all the entire saving goes into the treatment of that person. So this talks about that. Then chapter number 13, teaching the next generation. This talks about the poor condition of the primary and the secondary schools of the government funded, and it also talks about the private schools, that how bad the education is right now. So this talks about that, teaching the next generation. How to teach the next generation is the thing. Chapter number 14, it talks about switching on a power sector. Yeah, this directly talks about that power sector is very crucial. We need to increase the power capacity of India to a huge levels if you need to continue, if you want to continue at a speed of 7 to 8%. It's more. Chapter number 15, justice related justice, and this talks about, there are around 2 to 3 crore cases pending in number of high courts and Supreme Court of India. So this just talks about that justice should be given in time, and number of initiative like fast track courts, arbitral tribunals are there, then number of things are there that has been talked in this. Now chapter number 16, Rebooting India, realizing a billion aspirations. This has summarized the complete book into one chapter, and these are all the topics that this book has talked about. Yeah, what else? A number of maximizing citizen. Now this is chapter number 1 that you can see. A number of sections that are there. Now look, you have a very pictorial type of representation given, algorithmic pictorial type of, so it becomes easy reading this book. You can just remember the points. It is more of a, it looks like a syllabus book of some academic institution, because the number of, yes, look, so many diagrams that you get in each and every chapter. No, look, I'll show you some diagram. I'm not showing you the event, what is the common market, electronic toll, GST, number of things are there. I have not discussed each and everything. Now, village kirana shop, April 20, millions houses stored, Indian landscape, micro ATMs. This talks about making them as micro ATMs. And what else? Aadhaar. This is Nandan, Nilekani, and this is configuring micro ATM device. This is talking about bringing the banking sectors to the secluded areas or the least developed areas. And Aadhaar, yeah, you can just look. This has talked about Akansha Mobile Center, and Number of things are there. A very pictorial book, written in a very good form, and yes, this is the book. Price 399. As earlier said, you can get it easily on a discount. Ebook is also available, and review of the book. Yeah, the book has been written in a very good form. You can read it. You will get to know number of things that are there that India needs, and more importantly, but one thing that I just wanted to assure that Nandan Nilekani is a person who has worked in Aadhaar. He is the head of the Aadhaar program, that is UIDAI. So he has been talking. So you may get a biased look on the topics that are there, and rest all the book is good. You can read it. You'll get to know a number of things. It's written in a very simple language, and I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and this is a fifth book. We'll be bringing in the next book as well, because I had made one video before, but that video became a little disaligned. It's not unaligned or not aligned, the word that I exactly don't know what it is. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.